Good morning, students. This lecture is based on, as you can see, graph theory, the last unit of our subject, data structure. Now we have completed with all the types of trees, as you have seen. In the last topic, I've completed heaps along with heap sort. Now we start with the last subject, which is graph theory. Now, as for graph theory is concerned, first we have to look into what is graph. As you can read over here, a data structure that consists of a set of nodes, that is vertices, and a set of edges that relate the nodes to each other, that is known as a graph. Now we can take an example. The tree is a kind of a graph. But a tree cannot be termed as a graph because in a tree, if you travel from the root node to the leaf nodes, you at a point you reach to the end point where you cannot travel further. You have to trace back to the original path. Jabki in graph, they are well connected. From one node, if you start, you can move on to the another node, and all the nodes which you used to call in trees nodes, in graph we call them as vertices. The set of edges describes relationship among the vertices. Now some example, if you talk about graph, these are the basic examples of a graph. In electronics, you have learned about circuits. Digital electronics, you draw the circuit diagram. So that is a kind of a graph. In computer networking, when you study, in computer networks, you have nodes which are connected to each other. As you talk about your own computer laboratory at your college, we have systems which are interconnected with each other. So that is an example of another graph. So we can see the formal definition of graph over here. A graph G. A graph is usually represented by capital G. It is a set of V and E, where V stands for vertices and E stands for edges. A finite non-empty set of vertices, a finite set of E or of unordered pair of distinct vertices is called edges. Now when we see 1, 2, 3, you can see over here green color, they are known as vertices. You can see here they are marked as vertex. Vertex ka plural is vertices, and the path, that the line that connect these vertices, these arrowheads that you can see in black, they are known as edges. So vertex in graph theory is plural is vertices or node or point is the fundamental unit out of which graphs are formed, and edges are like arcs that connect these vertex together. So these are the various examples. This is how you draw a graph. You can see the G2 is not a graph, but it is a tree because it has node 0 which has two child nodes 1 and 2 and then further. So this looks like a graph, but it is not a graph, it is a tree. Whereas the G1 figure G1 that you can see, this is a graph. It's a closed graph where all the vertex are connected to each other. Now next graph terminology, what are end vertices? When we talk about an edge, let's see if I talk about G1. G1 means there is an edge from 0 to 3. So 0, 3 is a edge where 0 is the start point and 3 is the end point. Another edge is there 1, 2. So 1, 2 is what? It's an edge where 1 is the start point and 2 is the end point. So as a terminology, we can read two vertex joined by an edge are called end vertices or endpoints of the edge. If an edge is directed, its first endpoint is called origin and the other point is called destination. Two vertices are said to be adjacent if they are endpoints of the same edge. Now if I see this is one example graph that has been drawn. You can see here there are how many vertex? There are 6 vertex, A, B, C, D, E, F. They are the vertex. स्मॉल से जो लिखा हुआ है स्मॉल लेटर्स में ABCDEFG, okay, and HIJ till J, these are the small letters denote the edges. The nodes or the vertex A and B are said to be adjacent because they are connected by an edge small a, where since this graph is not a directed graph, as you cannot see any arrow, they are simple lines joining the vertex. So this type of a graph if drawn is known as an undirected graph. ओके, नॉन डायरेक्टेड या अनडायरेक्टेड ग्राफ. और इसी में इफ आई ड्रॉ द एरो पॉइंट्स, okay, that becomes the directed graph, which we'll look on to another example. Now if I come down over here, it is showing in red color they have marked A and B. Vertex A and P are the endpoints of an edge small a. This is what I have told you. Next we can look, vertex A is the origin of edge A. Why? Because here in this small edge A has been marked as an arrow. So since it is marked as an arrow, the arrowhead is the destination point and the tail of that arrow becomes the origin point. So in that case I can say capital A is the origin and capital B is the end point, and small a is that edge that connects the vertex capital A and capital B. Now in this next example, if you can see, vertex B is the destination, as I've already told you. Vertex A and B are adjacent as they are the endpoints of the small edge of the edge small a. I've already told you that two vertex are said to be adjacent only if they are connected by an edge and they mark the endpoints. We can see A and D are not the endpoints. Okay, they are not adjacent because they are not connected by any edge. So an edge is said to be incident on a vertex if the vertex is one of the edge endpoint. Outgoing edges of a vertex are the directed edges whose origin is that vertex. Now when we talk about degree of a node, degree, I'll come on to it. Degree of a node is how many edges are supported by a vertex. That becomes the degree of a node, or what you call it as degree of a vertex. Okay, now here we can see in this graph they are trying to tell you outgoing incoming edges, but outgoing incoming edges would be more clear to you when we talk about this kind of a graph on this figure. Now in this figure you can see the edges. In the previous figure you can see the graph is same, but the difference is that here the edges are not marked by an arrowhead, whereas in this graph the edges are marked by directions, that is arrows you can see over there. Now in this arrows you can see small a is directed from U to V. So U is the origin and V is the destination. So outgoing है. This small a is an outgoing edge from U and small c is also an outgoing edge from U. But if you talk about from point of view of V, so V में small a is an incoming edge, जबकि small b is an outgoing edge. You can see small v पे there is a arrowhead, जबकि small v पे b का there is a tail end of that arrow b. So that is why outgoing and incoming. I hope the difference is clear to you all. What do you mean by outgoing edges and what do you mean by incoming edges? Okay, here they have shown you the incoming edge. यहाँ पे ये सारे red से जो marked हैं arrow, they are all outgoing edges. Whereas here in this graph example, all the arrows which are marked with red, they are the incoming edges. Now adjacency I have talked about. The two nodes are said to be adjacent if they are connected by a single edge and they make up the endpoints of that edge. Okay, so for this example, A and B are adjacent. As I told you, there is a vertex A, there is a vertex B connected by an edge AB. A becomes the endpoint and B becomes another endpoint. So they are adjacent. But we can say that A and D are not adjacent. Why? Because there is no edge that connects A to D directly. So A and D are not adjacent. Degree, I've told you just few minutes ago. What is degree? Degree is the number of edges incident on a particular node. If I talk about in this graph, degree of D is 0 because there are no edges that are connecting. Degree of B is 2 because there are two edges supported on B. A and E also have the degrees 2. C and F have degree 1 because they have only one edge that is connected. This was about non-directed graph because in this graph you cannot see any arrowheads. When we talk about the directed graph, the degree is with respect to the arrows. Now there is in degree and there becomes an out degree. So total degree is equals to in degree plus out degree. Here in this directed graph, if you can notice out over here, the degree in degree of 2, the vertex 2 is how many? How many edges are coming down? कितने arrowheads हैं उसके ऊपर? So there are two arrowheads you can see. So the in degree is 2 and similarly 2 edge पे, vertex 2 पे there are two outgoing tails of an arrow. So out degree is also 2. Okay, so the in degree of 2 is 2 and the out degree of 2 is 3. बल्कि 3, हाँ एक cycle भी है. You can see the arrow which is looping around. So there are 3 tails. So out degree of vertex 2 is 3 and the in degree of the vertex 2 is 2. तो total degree कितनी हुई? 3 plus 2, 5. So that becomes degree. Now when we come on to path, a path is the sequence of vertex such that there is an edge from each vertex to its successor. So अगर हम path की बात करें तो here simple path क्या होगा? We move from 1 to 2, then 2 से 4, 4 से 5. तो 1 2 4 5, this is simple path. एक path ये बनता है. दूसरा path क्या है? 1 2 4 5 4. We move back because there is a loop. 1 2 4 5 और 5 से एक और एरो वापस 4 पे आ रहा है, तो 1 2 4 5 4 सर्किट 1 2 4 5 4 और फिर वापस 1 पे अगर हम पहुंच जा रहे हैं. ओके, सो दिस बिकम्स अ क्लोज सर्किट बिकॉज अ साइकिल इज बीइंग फॉर्म. यू कैन सी 1 वाज देन ओरिजिन वर्टेक्स एंड सारे एजेस को कंप्लीट करते हुए वी हैव रीच बैक टू 1. सो दिस इज अ सर्कुलर ग्राफ. It means cyclic graph, what we call it as. क्यों? क्योंकि we have started from 1 and we managed to come back to 1 after covering all the possible vertices of the given graph. So this is known as a cyclic graph, or this is known as cycle. As you can see, next topic, a cycle is a path from a vertex to itself is called a cycle. A graph is called cyclic if it contains all the cycles. Okay, now I'll complete over here. I'll sum up my lecture over here. I would wish from all of you to please revise it from the books or the PDF that I have given to you as of my notes. Okay, all the graph terminologies, and just try to understand. If you have any queries, report back to me. Tomorrow, next lecture when we are meeting, we'll meet for types of graph and further definitions that are related to graph. Thank you.